Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Getting Dirty Off-Road channel. Got old Floyd again. This time he needs a pair of wheels. Well, more than a pair. A set. 1 times 4. 4 wheels, 4 new tires. That's what he needs. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, the ones on here, the only reason they hold air is because they have tubes inside of them. Plus, they're about that wide, and we want to take this guy on that power tour thing, which means from the Utah state line, we're in Wyoming, but only by like 3 miles, maybe 4. Anyways, that Utah state line in Wyoming, all the way to Pensacola, Florida, and back. So I want to get some tires that, that actually we can get him down into the road and a little more stable, a lot safer. So that's what we're working on with this video here, is the wheels and tires, but it's going to be a long video. I know that's no big surprise to anybody. We've got some serious things to address up here on this front end before we can get those wheels and tires on. So I think right now let's crank it up and we're going to get going on this. Now when we come up to some reasons why we're doing more, we'll talk about it. Enjoy and make it blast. Turn it down for a second, okay? Just a second. You can see we've got this tire wheel off. We're making our way back in here. First reason is shocks. You can tell that one's blown out. I would say if they're not original to the truck, brand new, they've only been replaced once. I guess this spiral thing up the body here was a thing they did in the 70s. 71. So I'm going to say most likely they're original to the truck, maybe replaced once. But you can see there's nothing there now. So that's coming out first of all. And then we're going to see what we can get away with here. I'm thinking, hoping, and looking like maybe just this bottom ball joint. I'm going to pop that, we need to change the coil springs. The one on the other side's broken, so I do have a new pair. We're gonna get to that. So I just kind of wanted to explain what we were doing here. Probably, you know what, I did get new brake pads as well. These are worn down almost to nothing, especially on the backside. Backside is a little rough. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna wear the new pads in or what. But that's what we're doing right now. So go ahead and crank it back up. Let's get on it again. I was able to get those coil springs swapped out just by doing this bottom ball joint. Worked out pretty good, I think. I got the bottoms of the coils right back in where they're supposed to begin. Twist up, and there's not much at the top, but seems like I got them centered up at the top, so I'm sure it'll bounce in if it needs to. But the bottoms are twisted right into the groove that's there. So now, before we get a tire on, we're going to go ahead and change out these brake pads. They're, well, you know, the kind of drive we're getting ready to do, as old as they are, they're probably not good. So we're changing these boys out. Alrighty, here we are. It's Monday morning. Yeah, I take my time. We just had a great weekend. Had my brother and his family over. He's working on a little something to put inside the cab of Floyd for that convenience of driving across the country. Had my buddy out. We put his engine back together. It's been done once, remachined, back together again. Set that in his little project car, which no recording of any, but you will see that somewhere on the channel because I'll make sure I show you guys. It's pretty neat. Anyways, back over here with Floyd. So far as on this project, we do have both coil springs are in, new ones. I think those are Moog. I don't know. They were cheap. They are an exact replacement, so should be stock everything. Brand new shocks on both front sides. Back in there, I need to order 2 more for the back. But then I started putting some extreme brake pads in to the calipers there, and then I decided front looks good, the back, well, we could wear the pads in, but you know what? We're right here, and even though they free spin really well, we should probably repack those bearings. So I'm going to pull the rotors off, hit the friendly Napa store, get them turned down so that they are nice and flat and round. Get some new seals for the backside, repack those bearings, get them put back on, and then we can get back to this doing tires thing. So that's kind of where we're sitting at this moment. Now that I've interrupted your music, you can go ahead and spin that knob back upward. As you can see, we're working on getting the brakes down on old Floyd. Yeah, not over here. Over here we're getting to that point. So I took the rotors in this morning to the friendly Napa store, and well, let's be honest, it was more like noontime, but got those turned out. They weren't too bad. There were some grooves on the backside, just barely a little warpage, but everything cut out properly, and we're still within spec on our thickness even. So we're able to keep the original rotors. So I'm just cleaning bearings and everything. It was a good thing I decided to do that. Both sides free spun really well, but when I took them off, both sides were pretty dry on the old bearings. Now, I am able to save the bearings now because we did take it apart. I'm pretty sure, 500-600 miles from here on our little trip, they definitely would have been toast. There just wasn't much in there. So I'm getting everything cleaned out. Now I've done the solvent, and on these bearings, I like to hit the old hand wash because it takes the solvent out of your little rollers, so then when you repack them with grease, you don't have the solvent in there trying to break the grease down. So just work a little in there, around each edge, and then just get crazy. spin them out good. So we are going to get to the brakes, and we're going to get to putting these tires on like this video is supposed to do, but we're taking care of all these maintenance steps in between. So it's a good idea, especially if you're going to be taking a trip.
someone who'll stick around. Take it in, you're glory bound. A high lonesome cowboy, some truck driving man. Your day will come too, so hang in if you can. Just count the days until you're found. Saddle up, you're glory bound. Find the words and spit them out.
All right, now ease that music back down. We're coming back to talk to you. I know, this whole video, it was just a big time lapse. Nothing but a musical loop. If you made it this far, I totally appreciate it. The point of this video was get the wheels and tires on it, that we're going to drive on it across the country. Now, there was a lot of work in the background to do that, and I didn't really want to focus on that and just make a video on everything I had to do to change the tires. So, I did front coil springs, new brake lines on the front, shocks, new brake pads up here, turn the rotors even. Packed the wheel bearings. You know, we went through everything. The back. We got new shocks. Had to do wheel cylinders, axle seals, new brake shoes. I didn't need to turn the drums back there. They were still pretty good. So, all of that in the background while you're jamming out to all that funky music, whatever that might have been. Right now, I don't know what you're getting. But all of that just emphasized what it took for us to put these wheels and tires on to go for a drive. Now, if there's something in there that you saw that you're curious and you want to see more, put it down there in the comments and I'll address it. I got plenty of junk around here. I can go back and do anything that you saw in this video and actually show you how I do it. No problem. I just didn't want that to take away from the whole point here, which was simply throw some wheels and tires on it so we can drive to Florida and back. But if you guys want it, let me know. We'll do it. As far as this video goes, just got one more thing to do. Yep, we need to put those on. Anywho, thanks for hanging out with us. I totally appreciate it. I need to quit saying totally because that's totally not totally whatever. Anyways, you guys want to hang out and see more? Y'all know what to do. Appreciate you, and we'll catch you next time.